We support a comprehensive approach in tackling the growing insurgency in that country by use of continued and practical efforts to reinforce the transitional federal government and encouraging dialogue and reconciliation between the government and all moderate opposition groups. The Kenyan government also fully supports the IGAD and AU decisions on the mechanisms for handling those violating the peace. And therefore, that situation continues to be of serious concern to us as a country. In Sudan, the experience of the last 5 years since the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement has shown that without strong international engagement and pressure, the Sudanese parties may not be able to achieve their commitments under the CPA. Concerted efforts are therefore crucial for full and speedy implementation of the CPA. The collapse of the agreement will no doubt lead to resurfacing of hostilities, regional tensions that we can do without, a likely escalation of the conflict even in Darfur, and possibly even a return to North-South war. These are completely undesirable consequences that we all have a duty to ensure that we avoid by engaging all the parties to the Comprehensive Peace Agreement. And on my part, I've even invited the Sudanese Vice President to be able to come so that we can begin as a signatory power to the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, to be able to work towards the realization of the objectives of the January 9th referendum. We've just gone ourselves through a referendum, and we want to assure our Sudanese friends that referenda can actually work. Because the Kenyan referendum, I think, scored the first anywhere in the world, 67% of the Kenyan people saying they want a new constitution. And therefore, we want to be able to share this experience with our Sudanese friends. We trust that China and the international community will similarly continue to impress upon the Sudanese party to abide fully by the provisions of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement. Your Excellencies, I wish to take this opportunity to reiterate Kenya's principled support for the One China policy and the unification of Taiwan with mainland China. May I conclude my remarks, Your Excellency, by wishing you success in your new assignment as the new Chinese ambassador to Kenya. It is our hope that you will enjoy your stay in Kenya and that you'll be Kenya's goodwill ambassador in your country. We look forward to working together with you to further enhance the relations that so happily exist between our two countries. May I now request all of you, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to join me in a toast to the cordial relations that between Kenya and the People's Republic of China, to the good health of His Excellency President Hu Jintao, the President of the People's Republic of China, and to the prosperity of the people of China. Thank you very much. Sheshe.